Hello everybody, I'm Takeshy, and today we are gonna react live to Elements of Justice Crusading for a Turnabout Case 2 Episode 2 Investigation. That's a mouthful. Hi everybody. I'm quite interested in what's gonna happen. This is gonna be an interesting series, and in this case Athena is leading the investigation. She is gonna be the main defender of justice. But there are some things that we still don't know. We still need to speak with Scootaloo. We still need to guess what's happened, because there were two accidents it seems, and one of them that Scootaloo was being framed of is basically just an accident. At least that's what I think it is. There is no way she killed the guy with the scooter. At least not intentionally. The episode was fun, you will like it. I hope so, I definitely hope so. I need to move my OBS so I can see the chat. But yeah. Without further ado, let's just simply start, because I waited a full day, obviously, to get the views for the original video. I hope I did put the original link in the description. If not, I'm gonna change it after the stream. But I think I did. So yeah, let's just simply start. Case 2, Episode 2. Investigation Part 2, let's just call it like that. We don't need this music, and I hope you won't hear any hammering above me, because that happens. I hope it's not too loud. A bit loud, but that's fine.
Applejack,
and you have a previews.
I'm telling you, I didn't do anything wrong.
Would it be alright if I led this case?
Yep, Athena is leading.
I'm the lead investigator for this case. The victim's name is Royal Order, a member of Princess Celestia's Royal Guard.
That scooter and that wagon, those are Scootaloo's.
So, this is the
I'm wondering where the handle
There
went,
really
though.
was more blood.
This isn't Royal Order's blood.
You mean this case might have a second victim?
We'll
Yep.
find a way to prove Scootaloo's innocence.
Okay, you better, because if you don't, I'll find a way to do it myself, no matter what.
It's a deal.
Did you have a previously in the previous episodes? I don't remember. That looks new. But it's a great summary. I didn't even have to talk. And we are back to the Carousel Boutique, because we are here to grab a sweet
I
bell.
remember this place. This is where I first met Rarity.
Yeah, this is where she
This is
fixed
her
your
house and shop, after
suit.
all.
So Sweetie Belle lives with her?
Not normally. Their parents are just out of town this week, so Rarity's looking after her until they get back. Oh, that's weird. The door's locked.
Yeah, that's really
Rarity
weird.
must not have returned here after the arrest.
Either that, or she just decided not to open up shop.
No, that's not happening.
Hopefully Sweetie Belle's still here. I'm not sure where to start looking if she's not.
Maybe at the CMC house? Well, that totally sense. No,
Hi,
that's Sweetie.
Apple Bloom. Hey, Sweetie Belle. Could you let us in?
I thought that was a meow. Much about Sonata's
Sure.
relation to this case.
One
She might
second.
be a second victim.
Has she normally
Yeah.
like this?
I don't know what she's gonna do here.
She's not. Something's not
We
right.
saw the glasses on the ground. And she's the only one who has glasses.
Come on in. Are you alright, Sweetie Belle?
My watch just fell off the second floor. No worries.
Yeah, I'm fine. Who are these guys, Apple Bloom? Oh, this is Mr. Rat and Miss Sachs. They're here to help defend Scootaloo. You heard about how she was arrested, right?
Yeah, I was wondering why she was not
Yeah,
there.
What happened from Rarity?
Maybe Rarity stopped her from going out.
Tell me what was back to Princess Twilight's castle to come for Rainbow Dash. You
Oh.
didn't go with her? Well, I wasn't feeling 100% this morning, and I couldn't get out of bed. Yeah.
Well, you're looking a lot
Silver
better
Spoon
for
also wears
someone
glasses.
who
Yeah,
went to bed a few hours
that's
ago.
true. I guess.
Well,
I wasn't thinking about her at all.
it's just a passing bug. Okay. Well, anyway, I wanted to come
But
by
Sweetie
if
Belle
you
is
wanted to join
really
us. We're going
acting
to
a
Scootaloo.
little different than usual.
I don't really think
She's
it's a good
sus.
idea for me to leave the house. Rarity might come home early and worry about where I am.
Sweetie Belle, I'm sure she'll understand that you went to visit Scootaloo at the detention center. I can tell her myself if that makes you feel any better.
Not even the princess herself is
What's
gonna.
going on, Sweetie Belle? You've been acting weird since we arrived.
CMC police glasses too much actually pointing on her.
Scootaloo? Sweetie Belle? Do you think Scootaloo actually did it?
No, Scootaloo definitely did not do it.
I never said anything like that. I'm just confident that at the end of the day, Scootaloo will be found innocent.
If you say
Hmm.
so.
Excuse me. Sweetie Belle, was it?
Yeah?
I've been looking around and I couldn't help but notice that there's something a little unusual in your trash can.
What's in the trash can?
An assortment of leaves, vines, and branches. That doesn't seem like the kind of thing
No,
Rarity
that's
would have collected.
definitely Sweetie
Do you
Belle's.
have any idea on what that's about?
That's... I was about to ask, didn't he lose his Magatama, but they got it back.
In locks? Wait, are these the Cyclops that Mr. Wright mentioned?
Wait, Attila didn't give it back to Phoenix yet. I thought that only Phoenix can use them.
I'm suddenly not feeling so well anymore. I think I'm just gonna head back to bed. You should all go and visit Scootaloo. Don't worry about me. What do you mean? I thought you said it was a pissing bug.
Apple Bloom, I think we should head out and give Sweetie Belle the space she needs, especially if she wants to support Scootaloo with the trial tomorrow. We still need to speak to her at the detention center anyway.
Don't worry, I didn't see anything
If you say
bad
so.
to spoiler it that I think that should be spoilers. I am curious about Sweetie Belle as well. I thought at the first
I'm
episode
sorry about
that
Sweetie Belle,
she might be a victim,
I don't
but
know
she's
what's
fine.
up with her. She's usually not like that.
From the look on her face, I'd say she's hiding something. Am I right, Athena?
But she's definitely hiding something.
You still have my mug.
She would be there for Scootaloo
Gave it back to me after you got it back from Turning Page.
if she had nothing to do with this
sorry.
case.
Here it is.
Thanks. So, tell me, did you see any locks appear when we were talking to Sweetie Belle?
Yeah, only 4.
Yeah, I did. Are those the Cyclock things you told me about?
Yes.
Sacklocks?
Do you see this stone here, Apple Bloom?
Uh-huh.
This is called a Magatama. It's enchanted with spiritual power, and it lets the holder see the secrets that people, or ponies in this case, are hiding. Those secrets take the form of Cyclocks, and the more that appear around someone, the deeper the secret they're keeping.
Yep, that's true.
Oh, I think I remember Twilight going on about some sort of locks the last time you were here.
It might not be the real
That
Sweetie.
was because I accidentally absorbed
Oh yeah,
some
the
of
mirror
Magatama's
pool.
power. I started seeing
Oh
locks all
no.
over the place.
If it's
Everywhere off.
gonna be that,
Wait,
that's gonna be a really messy case.
you saw those Psycho lock things on Sweetie Belle?
Psycho locks.
Yeah, 4 of them.
When did they appear?
When you asked her about that stuff in the trash can.
Makes a lot of sense.
Figured as much.
So, since there were 4 locks, that means the secret she's keeping must be pretty deep, huh?
Indeed. And it must have something to do with the debris I found.
Well, at least they were not
Mine was
black
just a bunch
cloaks.
of twigs and leaves.
These can be
What's the
breakable.
should possibly be keeping about that?
I don't know. But for now, we don't have enough evidence to pursue any sort of
We only have
question.
evidence that she
We'll have
was
to come
in
back
the
to this
Everfield
later.
Forest. That's for sure.
For now, let's get back to the castle. We should report our findings to everyone there. And hopefully, your badge will be waiting for you, Athena.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they need to get the badges as well. They didn't have badges yet. Oh no, they are gonna meet the officials. I don't remember their names.
Back.
Oh, thank goodness. I was going to go crazy if I had to listen to another of Pinkie Pie's ridiculous songs.
Oh come on, Apollo, just
Oh,
have
come
fun.
on, Polly. They're really catchy.
I'm intrusive here
That's exactly why I never want to hear her songs ever again.
because
If I
they
hear her
stuck
sing
in
about
your
making
head.
another pony smile or whatever, I'm going to lose it. It's like something you play for little kids.
Aw, you're welcome, Polly.
Please, just call me Apollo.
No, you are Polly from now on.
Apple Bloom, you know better than to run off like that without permission.
She had permission with
but
Twilight.
You should ask me first before you go gallivanting off on some dangerous investigation. Remember what happened the last time you went off on your own?
This time she was not
I
on her
know.
own.
I'm sorry, sis, but I really wanted to help Scootaloo.
So, did you guys find out what happened? Did you find any evidence to prove that Scoots is innocent?
Nope.
Well, I can't really say we have a clear picture of what happened.
This actually
yet.
can be a really difficult
None of the evidence we
case.
found is at all decisive.
Miracle and poison joke.
I was afraid.
Oh my
it was
god,
bad.
nobody actually died. It's just a joke.
More evidence and testimony will be
Who
presented
knows?
there. As I'm sure you remember,
What happens with poison
we
joke?
still have plenty of chances to get Scootaloo out of this mess.
Yeah, you're right, Twilight. After all, Nyx wasn't able to save me right away either. I just have to continue believing in him and Athena, and they'll work their courtroom magic, right?
Yep. I
Absolutely.
got to magic.
We'll do our
Objection.
best.
Excuse me,
Uh,
would you happen to
wait.
be Miss Athena Sykes?
Who are
Who's
you?
this pony?
Same
She was talking
question.
With everyone else when we walked in. Yeah, that's me. Who are you?
Sugar Stamp! At
Sugar
your service,
Stamp.
ma'am. I have something for you. Here you go! An equestrian attorney
Oh.
badge, sent directly from the High Council.
Wow.
Nice.
thanks. That was really fast.
That was really fast.
Oh, you're too
Didn't they
kind.
need to go
But
to
if
the
you
High
must
Council
thank some
first?
pony, you should thank the head of the High Council, Lockkeeper Equity. Princess Twilight, you'll be happy to know that as soon as she got your letter, she immediately set aside all of her other duties to make sure this got to you as soon as possible.
Makes sense.
I told you they'd give special attention to a princess's request. Thanks for taking care of that for me, Spike.
Did you watch the bloopers
You're
video?
welcome, Twilight.
There was a joke about Phoenix being a criminal after all.
Clout Twilight has.
Yeah, I watched
Sure
it.
is a
It's up.
powerful ally.
And do my eyes deceive me? Or is that little apple bloom
I-
over there?
I watched it just 2 days ago. By the way.
Miss Stamp, good to see you again.
Huh. Apple Bloom, you know Miss Stamp?
Hmm.
Yeah, she's always coming by Scootaloo's house to drop off letters from her parents.
Oh, that makes sense.
Speaking of which, I heard from the others that Scootaloo got arrested this morning. The poor thing.
Yeah, she did. Don't worry though. Mr. Wright and Miss Sykes are gonna save her.
Ah, so that's what the badge is for then.
Yep.
I can't exactly stand in court without one.
I see, I see! Best of luck for the trial! And Apple Bloom, when you see Scootaloo, you should give her this. It's another letter from her parents. I bet she
Oh.
could really use it.
Yeah, it
Of
might
course,
be.
Miss Stamp.
It's a red letter though.
And here's a little treat for your trouble.
Yay! That's why she's called Sugar Stamp.
Every time you come by.
Don't be silly. It's the least I can do for the sweet children I meet on my travels.
I like this character.
Thank you.
So crazy treat.
Well, I ought
Why
to be
brought
going
Phoenix
now. I've
while
still got
he was
plenty of
asleep
other
to
letters
Mirror
deliver.
Pool. Oh.
See you later, Pony.
On Mare.
I agree. Me too.
Pinky,
Like
you
that
shut up.
fire.
She might even rival you, Rainbow.
Okay, let's not get carried away here. We all know there's no pony faster than me. Well, no pony seems legit anyway.
There is one.
What was that, Rainbow?
Nothing. So, what did you guys find out during your investigation?
Well,
A member of the Royal Guard was killed!
What?
Yep.
yeah. He was killed at the foot of the bridge leading to the castle.
No pony was told about this.
Think that Scootaloo killed a member of the Royal Guard? Why?
We're not really sure what the motive they're going to put forth is right now.
There is no
But they
motive.
do seem to have some evidence that at least points to her.
They only have the scooter,
Her scooter
nothing
was found
else.
at the crime scene, and it may very well be the murder weapon.
That's ridiculous. How could a little filly like her kill a fully grown stallion?
Pretty sure that's going to be
Hmm.
something the prosecution will try to explain.
I'm
at the trial.
actually curious who the
At some
prosecution
point,
is gonna
We'll
be.
be able to use
though.
that explanation to find a hole in their story.
Right. Just like last time.
By the way, Rarity, there's something we need to ask you.
Yes, Rarity.
What is it, Twilight?
We stopped by Carousel Boutique on our way back here to check in on how Sweetie was handling this whole situation with Scootaloo. We couldn't help but notice that she was acting a little strangely, though.
Just a
Do
little.
you happen to know why?
Unfortunately, I haven't the faintest idea, darling. She's been acting like that ever since I got home last night.
Do you
Hmm.
think something might have happened? to
Since
her?
last night.
I don't know. She won't tell me anything, and I'm not sure what she was up to at all yesterday. What with the trial and the party afterwards.
Right. We were all preoccupied for the entire day.
However, I did find something this morning that raised a few questions. I'm not sure if it's directly
Sai
related
adesso
to
I
Sweetie's
just wanna
recent
be.
behavior, but a note was left in my shop last night, and it's from Scootaloo.
What?
What is
say?
it?
Here, you can read it for yourself.
Dear Miss Rarity, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, but I'm taking one of your rolls of golden silk fabric, and I won't be returning it.
Yeah, they
I'm
made the
not
capes
able
from
to
that.
leave it back in bits, but I'll do whatever you want to make up for it. I'm sorry, but I have to do this.
What does that mean?
It means Scootaloo stole a roll of golden silk from Rarity's shop last night.
And the others didn't know about that part.
No. She wouldn't have. Right, Rarity?
Unfortunately, Rainbow, I'm afraid she did.
Because
I
it's
checked the
missing.
whole stock after finding that note, and I discovered that one of my rolls of golden silk had indeed gone missing.
And we know exactly where it ended up.
You mean that roll of golden silk at the crime scene?
It's a safe bet that Scootaloo was the one who brought it there after stealing it from Rarity.
Why would she do that?
Wait. Was she gonna make a cape for Turning Page as well?
I think I might know the answer to that.
Or just fix one of the capes?
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Let's go visit Scootaloo in the detention center. If
But
I'm
we will
right,
see.
we can hear it straight from her.
Then let's get going.
I'm coming with you.
Apple Bloom.
So that I can be a victim and the prosecution in this case. Oh, oh, that would be.
Support her.
And also the murderer at the
Twilight,
same time.
what do you think?
As long as she stays with us, she should be fine. We don't plan on heading anywhere else anyway. Normally, only those of immediate family or attorneys are allowed to visit the primary suspects on trial. But I should be able to get her in there.
Applejack? Oh, what kind of friend would I be if I didn't go support her?
All right, fine. You can go, but come straight back as soon as you're done. No more investigating. You hear me?
Yes, Mrs.
Thank you, sis.
I don't think they have too much time to investigate after this. But yeah, let's call the things from the pony's mouth.
Wow. This place looks rather gloomy. I'd hate to be locked up in here. here.
Well, that's why it's called a
Yeah.
prison.
It's not exactly the most pleasant experience, that's for sure.
Or the
But that's
detention
why it's
center.
important we prove Scootaloo's innocence and get her out of here as soon as possible.
Scoots! Apple Bloom!
A little bit of cheer.
Are they treating you fine? Yeah, I'm okay. Most of the guards have been really nice. Except for one.
Except for one that you were fighting.
I can't stand it. I need to get out and take my scooter for a joyride to stretch my wings.
Don't you worry, Miss Scootaloo. We're going to get you out of this.
It's gonna take 3 days. Don't worry.
Aren't you one of those human things?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess? I'm a defense attorney. I'm here to offer my assistance and defend you in court.
Are they seriously accusing me of murdering that stallion?
Yes.
It looks that way.
Don't worry, Scootaloo. We're here to support you and get you through this.
Hey! You're that human from last time, right? The one that held Rainbow Dash.
Yes.
Yes. I don't think we were properly introduced, were we? My name's Phoenix
She
Wright.
she was in the
Lady is one of the lawyers who
audience
works in my
chamber.
law firm.
Yep, Athena Sykes is.
So you're here to defend me then, Mr. Wright?
No.
Well, actually, Athena here was going to be the one to lead your case. I was just going to
Animators
be the aide.
and voice actors did a really great job here. Not only here, in the whole
You're the one who saved Rainbow
series.
Dash, right?
They are
I
making
want
a
you to
great job.
defend me.
And we can hear them evolving.
Scootaloo, Rainbow Dash
They're getting
agreed to
better
let
and
Athena
better at
handle
them.
the case.
At least that's what I feel like.
She did?
Uh-huh. So I think you should at least consider letting Miss Sykes defend you.
Okay.
Athena, don't you have some questions you'd like to ask Miss Scootaloo?
Phoenix is spoon feeding Athena
So,
that you should do
Scootaloo,
this.
Have your parents been here to visit you yet?
No, and they probably won't be coming.
Oh.
What? Why not?
They're off on an assignment at the moment.
Oh.
My parents study dangerous creatures and rare plants. Their research helps to forward equestrian science and medicine.
So.
Wow. Your parents really are something else.
Thanks. Don't tell any pony I said this, but they
Remember the
actually
skin and
used to be
panting
part
from
of
Apple
some
Boom?
sort of
Yes,
secret
I
monster
remember.
agency
It
in
was amazing.
Camelot. When it was shut down years and years back, they moved to Ponyville and had me. They never lost their love for their job, though, so they started assisting a bunch of research institutes with their studies. Unfortunately, that means that they don't really spend that much time with me.
This is really
So who do you
new
live with then?
My
for
aunts,
us.
for the most part, though there are some other ponies in Ponyville who agree to watch over me when my aunts can't make it to town.
I see.
But I always write to my parents whenever I get the chance. I tell them what's been happening with me, and they tell me all about the exciting adventures they've been on. Oh, speaking of which, Scoots, Miss Stamp delivered another letter from them. She told me to bring it to you. Really? Thanks, Apple Bloom.
Oh wait, this is a Scootaloo, not for Sweetie Belle. I'm stupid.
Make sure it gets to Scootaloo.
Okay, Twilight.
So, Scootaloo, did you know the pony that was killed? His name was Royal Order, a member of the Royal Guard. He had a son named Turning Page. I'm sure you remember him.
You know Turning Page,
He was
that's
the
for
one
sure.
battling against those guards for you earlier today. We met up with him again after that. You two have something in common, you know? You both have a parental figure you really look up to.
Yeah, I guess. Is he doing okay?
Det är inte lite med picken here.
For
Yep.
now. The death of his
I
father
don't
has
know
greatly
about
impressed him.
Scootaloo a
But
lot.
He's strong. He's carrying on as best he can.
That's good to hear.
I don't know
So
if
you
they
must
are
be close
gonna
friends with
do
him then, I
something
take
in
it?
season 9
What makes you say
about
that?
her, but I'm still in
Well,
season
you're
8.
clearly concerned about him. Not to mention the fact that he was fighting off several guards in order to save you from being arrested. It kind of gives off the impression that you're connected in some way. Am I wrong?
Turning and I know each other, yes. But that's all. We're just acquaintances. We only see each other around town from time to time.
That's all?
That's all?
Yeah. It's not that strange for fillies and coats living in a small town like Ponyville to be familiar with each other, right?
That's true.
It's not.
Hold up, Athena.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Cyclops.
Scootaloo's lying.
Huh? How can you... Wait.
I was about to ask why.
Yeah, my Magatama activated. The same thing happened earlier today when she claimed that she had never gone to the Everfree Forest.
You think her knowing Turning and her relation to this case might be connected?
Yes, it is.
Possible. Psychlocks can appear whenever someone is hiding a secret of any kind. There's even a chance that multiple sets of locks could be unrelated, but I don't think that's the case here. I'm pretty sure the locks I'm seeing now are the same as the ones I saw from this morning.
Oh. Going to the
Don't
Everfree
mind
Forest and
me,
not
I'd like
knowing.
to take over Scootaloo's questioning for a moment. I'll see if I can't break these locks of hers.
Oh.
Sure. Go ahead, boss.
Thank you.
Okay. We are still not in the mood, Matrix Sarah.
Now, Scootaloo,
We are just
tell me
breaking
one more time.
locks.
How do you know Turning Page?
What? I just told you, we're just acquaintances. We've barely interacted at all.
That sounds like a stupid lie. We all know he defended you from bullies. That was my mouse.
Alright, time to see what secrets these locks are hiding. Sorry, Scootaloo, but I don't think you're being truthful with us.
What? You think I'm lying?
Yes.
Turning Page seems to be far more than just a mere acquaintance to you. After all, he was fighting very hard to prevent you from...
Let's
being
make a
arrested.
child.
That's just the kind of cult he is.
No, just
He wants to be
let's
just like
see
his mom,
what the
protecting
truth is.
innocent ponies of Equestria from danger and fighting for justice and peace. He'd do the same for any pony, right?
True. That alone isn't proof enough to say that he knows you all that well. However, you seem to know an awful lot about him and his ideals.
Yep.
I don't think that's the kind of info you can just pick up on by virtue of living in the same small town. You and he have not only met, but you've clearly had at least one conversation with him before.
Yeah? That's because we go to the same school. Yeah.
Do you?
Oh?
Yes. Ponyville only has
Wait.
one school.
He's not going to school, isn't
That's
he?
why I learned all that stuff
I
about
forgot about that.
I
That
hate to
he's
break it
not
to you,
going.
Scootaloo, but that's also not possible.
Why not?
Because Turning Page doesn't go to school. We heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Literally.
The pony's
So,
mouse. Yep.
You couldn't have learned anything about him from there.
Ugh, fine. How do you think we know each other then?
I'm glad you asked, Scootaloo. Does this ribbon look familiar to you?
Yes.
It's the ribbon you gave to Turning Page after he stood up for you against a pair of bullies yesterday. You and he became friends after that encounter. Isn't that right? You gave him this ribbon as a thank you gift. I bet both of you spent some time getting to know each other afterwards. That's why he was so concerned about you this morning. After all,
I need to finish that game. I was waiting for the second case to come out, but
Yeah.
it's never gonna happen.
After he stood up for me against those bullies, Turning and I hung out for a little while before his mom called him away. I gave him that ribbon to thank him for what he did. That's really all there is to it, though.
Two remaining locks say otherwise. We're just getting started. Unfortunately, Scootaloo, I don't think that's really all that happened.
What do you mean?
I'm certain that your connection with Turning has some relation to why you were in the forest last night.
Why are we still talking about this? I already said I never went in.
Yes, sure. Only your scooter went there, right?
If you don't mind me asking, what exactly were you being bullied about?
Huh? I mean, it wasn't really anything all that serious. I could have handled things myself.
It wasn't anything really serious about her flying skills.
What is it now?
Well, I was just thinking back to what Turning said, and how it proves that what you were facing was no little argument.
What do you mean?
I'm confident that your little encounter with the bullies was far more serious than you're letting on. Serious enough to invoke a physical fight between you and them.
Oh.
No! There was no fight! We didn't have to fight anyone!
Sorry, Scootaloo, but this proves otherwise. Take that!
Turning sword?
Both times we saw him
Yep,
today,
sadly it's
Turning was
cancelled.
carrying this sword.
Yeah, but he always carries that sword around. It was a gift from his father.
I know, and it's a testament to just how much he loves his dad, seeing how he still carries it around, even though it's broken.
It's broken?
Yeah, it broke
According
during
to
the
Turnabout,
fight.
It broke during the fight with the bullies yesterday.
He broke the sword on the head of
There
some
really
of the
was no
bullies.
fight. Then how did the sword break during the incident with the bullies?
That was strange.
What happened between you and those bullies? If you won't tell me, then I'll just have to show you with evidence.
With evidence.
This piece of evidence reveals the truth behind your encounter with the bullies yesterday. Take that!
A piece of paper?
Read what's written on it, and I'm sure you'll understand.
No!
You snuck into Carousel Boutique and stole one of the rolls of golden silk fabric.
Why is this the evidence?
We found that golden silk in your wagon at the crime scene, attached to your scooter. I can only assume that means that you transported it there. Now why? Why did you do that? Why did you feel the need to steal from one of your friend's sisters and then take the stolen goods into the middle of the forest? There is only one answer I can think of. You were being blackmailed by these bullies, weren't you?
Oh. I didn't think of that.
Valiant royal guard in training that he is, would never let you face them alone, would he?
Wait, just a second. This sounds like that, yeah, the Scootaloo stole the roll and the bullies stopped her because they saw her stealing the roll, the golden silk. They are not bullies, they just tried to stop a criminal. And then turning defended that criminal. That's how we could interpret it as well. I would have not thought that they were bullying her and blackmailing her to steal the silk. I would have never used this evidence in a game as this. They blackmailed her and caused all this thing. Well, at least if this really breaks the lock, it means that Phoenix is right. But I would have not thought of this.
You and he entered the forest together that night to meet those bullies and make the drop-off.
But that would...
Yes, I know. That would contradict what you and Turning have already said. Both of you implied that there was only one interaction you had with them, but that's not the case, is it?
So there is a Phoenix right now.
You had 2 encounters with the bullies on that day. The first one was where Turning stood up for not just you, but the rest of the Cutie Mark Crusaders as well, correct?
Yes.
That would explain why Apple Bloom has been acting a little off throughout the entire investigation. The 3 of you became friends with Turning after the incident, but the bullies weren't done with you. Later that day, they blackmailed you all, and that led to the second encounter where you and Turning went into the forest to settle the deal. It was during this meeting that a fight broke out between you and them. Does that sound about right?
Wow.
Hmm?
You really are as good as she said you are.
Those starry eyes, yep. As I said, I would not have think of this.
Scootaloo! Are you sure you want to be telling them all this?
Yes, the truth above all else.
Really hide it anymore, Apple Bloom. Besides, Rainbow trusted Mr. Right enough to reveal her secrets to him. I think I should try to do the same.
Yeah, you should.
So it's true then. You were blackmailed by these bullies you encountered yesterday.
Yes, we were.
If you don't mind,
Hmm.
could you go over everything that happened yesterday, starting with when you first faced these bullies?
Sure. It was around noon yesterday.
Noon. We were already in Manhattan by then.
Oh.
Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, and I were riding through town on my scooter and wagon, off to try and get our cutie marks and being explorers.
Exploring what exactly?
Let me upload that.
We were stopped by these 2 fillies who go to our school, Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
Those names sound familiar.
Yeah, they are the bullies. At this point, they are still bullies.
Work will pay off someday. My friends and I are gonna get the best, most amazing marks any pony's ever seen. Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon will be laughing at us then.
That's right. Apple Bloom mentioned them earlier today.
Those two fillies are always looking to tease us because we're the only ones in our class who haven't yet gotten our cutie marks.
We've pretty much learned to ignore them by now, but yesterday was different.
What happened yesterday?
Whoa! Hey there, Blank Blanks! Nice capes you got there!
Really?
Great! Just ignore them, Scootaloo. Come on.
You are using Master Mask's
Hold up.
team for
You're
this?
not even going to admire the view for a little while? What's there to admire other than wherever you two aren't?
Oh! Sassy today, aren't we?
We just thought we'd be kind today and let you three admire our new dresses.
They look nice though.
Aren't they gorgeous? My mother got them for us, tailored just for the two of us by one of the biggest designers in Canterlot.
See, when you actually have money, like us, you don't have to bother of making your own clothes, like you guys have clearly done with these drab capes.
You two do realize that none of us are actually poor, right?
Yeah, in case you've forgotten, Diamond Tiara, your dad owes his current business to Sweet Apple Acres.
Oh.
Without us, you wouldn't have all that money to throw around.
And my parents donated all the extra money they earned to help fund a ton of science and research projects that
Why are they so bad here?
So, if it weren't for that, I'd be living in
We don't know why they were bullies. They were jealous of them being so good friends.
Special dresses from
That's
my
all.
sister Rarity. She's the one who made the fabric I used to create these capes.
Oh, really? You think someone who makes fabric as shabby as this has any sort of future in... Huh? What's that?
I told you, it's the fabric my sister made. It took so long to make, but I think it adds just the right touch. Whatever, we don't care.
It would add just the right touch.
It's so funny. Everyone wants to steal Rarity's fabric.
Of course not.
Every
This
pony.
fabric is very special. Rarity only uses it for very important clients. Like I said, it takes a long time to make and it costs a lot of money.
And yet, she was willing to waste a good amount of it to make these horrendous capes for you three.
That's where you're wrong. I did it myself, actually.
Oh, did you now? I see.
We don't have time to chat with you all day, Diamond. We got Crusader business to attend to.
Yeah, we're going to get our cutie marks and being explorers. So, if you don't mind, we'll be on our way now. Not so fast.
Let me go, Diamond!
No! Not until you give me some of that golden fabric!
Wow.
Hey, DT. I think maybe you're going a little too...
Yeah, you are going a little too far.
What the hey? You! Look at what you've done! You got my new dress all dirty!
Oh.
No sympathy for me. Only cowards.
In 18 episodes, Diamond Tiara will be reformed. Yep.
You have no one but yourself to blame.
You! How dare you!
Okay, let's head to the list of turning page. He not only hit the bullies with a sword so hard that it broke, they used it on two cars. I thought the bullies were someone else. Some pony else, like two male ponies or something. No? It was just Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
If you wish to fight any pony, then I shall be your opponent. The unjust deserve to be punished, and I will not allow any harm to befall the innocent. As a future member of the Royal Guard, this is the creed I stand by.
Come on, DT. Let's get out of here. Ponies are starting to stare, and I
Oh, you.
Mark my words, Cutie Mark Crusaders. This isn't over.
Mirapu is still can be the murder weapon. Yep, that's true.
Go so far as to steal from you.
I remember Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon were like, yeah, we are just gonna show off to these because we feel inferior to them.
So they don't often spend time watching after their daughter. As for Diamond Tiara, her father's real busy managing his company, so her mother is the one who looks after her. And honestly, I don't think she really cares how Diamond treats us.
That's horrible. At least Turning was there to help you.
Yeah, I'm sure we could have handled the situation ourselves, but showing up like that was pretty awesome.
It's for after first season, so changelings?
That whole incident.
Maybe? I don't think changelings are gonna be in this case,
Lily's okay?
but can be.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow! That was incredible! I've never seen some ponies scare those two off so quickly before.
It was no problem. Just doing what I can to help out.
You certainly did that much. What's your name?
Turning Page.
Nice to meet you.
I already know who you three are. You're the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle, and Scootaloo.
Oh.
How do you know about us?
How could I not know about the little sisters of Equestria's greatest heroes? Especially if I live in the same town as them.
Oh. You are the only one.
Really, Rainbow Dash's sister.
But you two are so close that you might as well be sisters.
Thanks. So, you said that you are a future member of the Royal Guard?
Yep.
Uh-huh. My dad's a member, and I want to be just like him one day. That's why I practice with the sword he gave me whenever I get the chance.
We're still not broken
Have you
yet.
guys ever been inside the Everfree Forest? It's such a thrill to take on the monsters in there.
Oh.
Wow, that's awesome. I kind of want to do the same thing, actually. My parents go on lots of adventures all over Equestria, fighting dangerous creatures and seeing all kinds of things ordinary ponies never get a chance to.
Your parents sound really brave.
I hope one day that they'll take me with them on an expedition, though. I don't really get to see them as often as I'd like to.
I understand that feeling. My dad's always been given assignments, so he rarely ever comes home. And over the past year, for whatever reason, it's been getting worse.
Yeah, it's been getting worse because of the changelings, right?
She and
Shipping.
I don't really get along all that well.
Why's that?
It happens all the
Doesn't
time.
really want me to be practicing to be a royal guard all the time. She'd rather have me locked up in school.
Wait, you don't go to school?
Nope. Never have, never will. I don't need school to teach me a thing. I can learn all I need to by getting out into the real world and experiencing it for myself.
Aw, lucky.
No, he's not that lucky.
You guys hungry? Why don't we stop somewhere and get some lunch? Good idea. We'll need to keep our strength up for when we go
You
exploring.
need some hamburgers.
Hey, Turning, why don't you join us?
I'd be happy to.
He's a cool pet to Scootaloo. Yeah, I agree.
After that, we ate lunch together at a nearby restaurant.
Look how much fun they are having.
Really hit it off.
Apple Bloom,
Come on.
They are even teasing her about him.
Each other's company. Only reason we stayed at that restaurant for so long was because y'all couldn't stop talking.
shut up.
The more you try to hide it, the more obvious it gets, Scootaloo.
Yep.
So what happened after lunch?
See, that's the thing. For some reason, while we were talking, Turnin's mom showed up all of a sudden.
Turning, go home.
She dragged Turning away without saying much. We never found out what was up.
Well, it was a shock to learn that his mom was our substitute teacher.
Oh.
No wonder she wants him to go to school.
Wait, hold on. His mom works for the school?
Uh-huh. She teaches class whenever Miss Cheerilee is unable to.
Huh. The more you know, I guess.
Again, one thing
So,
that is missing in Twilight School.
Unfortunately, thanks to Scootaloo and Turnin, it was too late to go exploring like we wanted to. We went back to my place for a scheduled sleepover.
And what time was that?
Scheduled
I'd
sleepover.
say it was probably around 3:30 p.m.
3:30. That was right around the time we got back from Manhattan.
Right, and we all went to the party straight after.
Yeah, they had a big party.
Wasn't home when we got back. As soon as we got back to Sweet Apple Acres, we left our capes and Scootaloo's scooter in front of our clubhouse. We went inside my house to find Applejack, but no one was home.
No one? What about Big Mac and Granny Smith?
They're out visiting our relatives in the Hollow Shades.
Oh.
They've been pretty distant as of late, so we're trying to reconnect with them.
They have a lot of relatives, so...
Instead of Big Mac, but she had to cancel last minute, so my brother had to go instead.
You didn't want to go?
If I hadn't already made plans with the CMC, I would've. But it takes a couple days to travel to and from Hollow Shades, not including the time they plan on staying there for.
Applejack didn't cancel her travel plans just to welcome Mr. Right and the rest of us to this world. Did she?
She did.
It's not like we'd have minded if she said she was busy, after all.
Anyway, since Applejack wasn't home yet, we decided to go back to
Hello,
the clubhouse
Shades?
and wait for her.
Where the Shadow Pony was? Maybe.
Wagon and capes had been stolen.
So, it happened during the few minutes that you three took your eyes off them.
Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon must have been watching us, waiting until we left everything unattended.
So if they stole the scooter, the wagon,
Claro.
and the capes as part of a blackmail attempt, that must mean they left you a letter or something, right?
Just a second. They went to the Hollow Shades where the Shadow Pony was. To visit the relatives they have not kept up with touch yet. For a long time. They might arrive there and see the ruins. Not meet the Shadow Pony yet, but see the ruins that, oh no, they are not here anymore. It sucks. Let's go back. That might be the case. It might not be an error. I mean, it takes days for them to arrive there. Shadow Pony was there in 8th season. We don't know when the ruins happened, though. When the whole town went to a big just mess. Let's just say it like that. We don't know. It might have been a thriving town before.
Yep, this one right here.
Wait, cut out letters from a magazine? People,
Wait, it's
ponies actually do this?
it's in the 8th season?
That only showed up in
Is it?
movies.
Wait.
Well,
Hey there, Blank Franks! In case you are wondering, your scooter, wagon, and capes are with us. If you don't want them to be destroyed, come to the foot of the bridge, leading to the castle of the two sisters at 10 tonight. There was a comic about... Wait, the Shadow Pony was way earlier. It wasn't in season 8. I think it was season 7. Yeah, that's why. It's like, no, I don't think so. Yeah, it was in 7. Okay, so with this, we can be sure that Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon were at the scene of the crime. And that might mean that Silver Spoon is the one whose glasses were broken. We still don't know who the other pony's blood is.
you'd be surprised the length someone will go to avoid having their identity revealed.
Hey there, blank flanks. In case you're wondering, your scooter, wagon, and capes are with us. If you don't want them to be destroyed, come to the foot of the bridge leading to the castle of the two sisters at 10 tonight.
8 and 7 kind of sound similar in Russian. How do they sound like?
If you don't,
I don't know
or
Russian
if
at all.
you bring any adults with you, the capes will be ripped to shreds, and the scooter and wagon will tumble to the bottom of the gorge?
Is Is this what held you back at the crime scene, Apple Bloom?
What do you mean, Twilight?
I highly doubt that Apple Bloom has just been carrying that blackmail letter around ever since this morning. In fact, I think she picked it up from somewhere. And the only time I wasn't keeping a close eye on her was just after we had left the crime scene.
Oh.
That's right.
Hold up. Where's Apple Bloom?
Huh?
Oh. She's hiding evidence.
I'm coming.
Salmon was Oh, yeah, it sounds similar.
What are you doing?
Sorry, Twi. I didn't realize y'all were leaving already.
Apple Bloom, you fell behind back then because you went to pick up this letter, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right. I saw that letter.
How did they not find that letter? And Apple Bloom did.
I figured that the wind had blown it there,
Also,
and that the police
how
hadn't
did
found it yet.
Leighton Pony
Before they
didn't
could,
find it?
I took it with me.
Apple Bloom, you can't mess with a crime scene like that. It's a crime.
Sorry, Twi. I just wanted to protect Scootaloo. Apple Bloom.
Well, at least we uncovered some new information.
Right. The blackmail letter made its way to the scene of the crime. That was because of you, right, Scootaloo?
Yes, makes sense that she would go there to get the scooter.
So, how did this all lead to Scootaloo going into the forest with Turning?
I don't know myself. When we found that letter, we decided it wasn't worth the trouble to go after Diamond and Silver. Not only is the Everfree Forest scary at night, and trust me, I know, but there ain't even a guarantee that we'd get our stuff back anyway. They'd probably try and make off with everything just to spite us.
But what about your capes? And the scooter?
Sweetie said that she could easily make new capes for us, just like she did before.
Yeah?
And as for the scooter, Scootaloo agreed to let me build another one for her.
Makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Didn't found out that Steel Samurai's rival was good.
I even fixed up our entire clubhouse from one that was practically
I don't know.
Wow, that's impressive.
Thanks. Anyway, after we settled on letting the whole blackmail thing go, Scootaloo suggested that we cancel the sleepover plans until the next day. She said it would probably be better if we were in our own houses until this whole thing blew over. Sweetie and I didn't really get it, but we agreed anyway, and the two of them went home. That's all I know.
So, Scootaloo, it looks like it's up to you to tell us what happened next. Why did you obey the orders on the blackmail letter despite you and your friends agreeing to ignore it?
She wanted the scooter back.
The truth is, I never really wanted to ignore the blackmail letter. But when Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom said it wasn't worth fussing over, I didn't feel right asking them to go along with it anyway. I lied to them and said I agreed to leave it be so that they wouldn't have to get involved. And then I suggested canceling the sleepover so that neither of them would notice me leaving that night.
What? Scoots? Why would you do that?
Because I couldn't lose my scooter.
Huh?
It's probably from her
I
parents.
said I would make you a new one. A faster one.
I know, but you don't understand.
We have problem with our
That
complication.
scooter, that was a gift from my parents. I couldn't let it be destroyed. I'm sure you understand, right, Apple Bloom?
I get it, Scootaloo.
Yeah, most of the
And
things
so
have
this is why you got Turning.
real value
He
and
knows exactly
sentimental
how you feel when
value.
it comes to something
Those are
sentimental
different
your
things.
parents gave you. So you asked him to help you get it back.
What he said earlier that day left an impression on me.
Uh-huh. My dad's a member, and I want to be just like him one day. That's why I practice with the sword he gave me whenever I get the chance. Have you guys ever been inside the Everfree Forest? It's such a thrill to take on the monsters in there.
Turning and I are very alike, but there's one big difference. He doesn't get scared like I do.
That's nothing to be ashamed of, though. Fear is a natural response to dangerous situations. It stops you from doing things that could hurt yourself or others.
I know. Trust me, I had to learn the hard way. But because I was scared, I didn't want to go into the Everfree Forest by myself.
That's actually a great thing that she has someone.
Turning was the only other pony I thought
Going alone is a mistake.
Because if Diamond and Silver saw you showing up with an adult, they would have destroyed the scooter right away.
Exactly. Even then, though, I still hadn't made my mind up to ask him. Just like with Sweetie and Apple Bloom, I didn't want to risk hurting Turning either.
Then, what made you change your mind?
It was that ribbon I gave Turning.
The ribbon?
Rainbow Dash was the one who first gave me that ribbon. She said it was the ribbon she got for winning her very first
Yeah, I
race.
remember that.
The one where she got her cutie mark.
What? She gave you something as special as that?
Yes, she did.
Yeah. It was when I had to face a fear of mine. That there's a chance I may never be able to fly.
Wait, you can't fly?
No, not yet at least. I'm still holding out hope that I will one day though. But even if I don't, I know I'll be able to handle it now. And because I realized that, I was able to help my friends win a very important contest. That ribbon is a reminder from Rainbow that I overcame that hurdle. She said it represents drive,
Sad
guts,
music,
and a
shipping.
don't give up ness that every pony should have. And most of all, it represents the courage to stand up and do something awesome for
That's a really
yourself and your
nice sentimental
Wow.
advice here.
Really said all that to you?
She never admitted, of course, but she can be pretty sweet when no one's watching.
Yep.
So, seeing that ribbon again gave you the courage you needed to go into the forest?
Yeah, I took the ribbon with me for the same reason. The first place I headed was Turning's house. I already knew where his mom lives, so I figured he'd be there.
And was he?
Yes.
Yeah, and he was alone. I told him what had happened, and that was all it took to get him on board. He wanted to just go after them right then and there, but I convinced him that we'd be better off if we at least got what they were asking for first.
Yep.
And
That's a
what
good
led to
idea.
you stealing from Rarity's store.
Even though it's stealing.
I'm really sorry that I did, but I didn't really see any other option. I couldn't just ask Squeaky.
It's the
for it.
rainbow we all
Otherwise she
love.
wouldn't have known what was going on.
How did you pull
The
off
big
that
tune.
without her noticing? I can't imagine it was easy to sneak by her and steal a whole roll of fabric right from under her nose.
Actually, it was very easy.
Oh.
Really?
Turning was the one who came up with the plan. Since he's never been inside Carousel Boutique, he decided that he would lure Sweetie out by getting her to come outside to talk and leave me to find the fabric. So I went in behind her back and started poking around. After finding the fabric and leaving the note in Rarity's bedroom, I left. The whole thing took less than 5 minutes. Sweetie never suspected a thing, according to Turner.
Oh. Now it makes sense why Sweetie Belle is acting suspiciously.
Deceptively simple.
Around
She
what
might
time
have
was
realized
that?
that it's her fault.
Well,
That
instead of
Scootaloo got the
hours sitting
role.
at home and just thinking about whether
And
I was
also she
happy
met
to go
Turning
through with
Page
all this
at
or not.
night.
And then I had to go ask Turning to help me. It was probably around 8 p.m.
8 p.m. The party was still going on at that time, although Applejack and Fluttershy had left. Rarity and Rainbow were still there, likely thinking that Sweetie and Scootaloo were still having a sleepover with Apple Bloom.
Yep.
The two of us went back to our homes after
They
we
didn't
came
know
back.
about the
We
cancellation.
agreed to meet up at the entrance to the forest around 9:20 p.m.
And when that time came, you went inside the forest together, right?
Yeah. Before we went in, though.
You ready, Scootaloo? You brought the fabric?
Yeah.
Why don't you let me carry it? That way, it won't hinder your movement. In case you need to run or something.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you alright? You're shaking.
I'm just a little scared. I've never been in the Everfree Forest at night. Applebloom told me it's so dark you can't see a thing.
That's true.
Don't worry. You won't have to be afraid tonight. Look up. It's a full moon. The paths throughout the forest will be completely visible. Plus, you've got a unicorn by your side.
You've got me.
It's an illumination spell for us, just in case we have to head off the path and into the trees, where it will be too dark to see what's in front of you.
Wow, Turning. You really are very brave.
Yeah, he sounds
That just comes from
reliable
all the
as well.
training I do. I used to be scared of these woods once too, you know? But I've since taught myself to never be afraid of anything. No matter who or what we find in there, we'll face it together.
Thanks, Turning.
That might be a
If
problem.
you don't mind, would
Who
you
or
take
what?
this?
Well, what's that?
It's a ribbon. I got it from Rainbow Dash a while ago. It's supposed to represent the courage one has to do something awesome for yourself and your friends.
It's from Miss Dash? Well, I can't take this from you then. And besides, with the way you're trembling, it sounds like you're going to need it.
There's a cutscene after the credits.
want you
Okay,
to have
that's not a minor spoiler, that's a fair warning.
Well,
Thank
as
you for
things
warning,
were earlier today,
for noticing
you're
me.
standing by my side now for one. But more importantly, I want you to have it so that you don't forget that while you're in there, to have the courage to keep moving forward. To me, you represent everything that ribbon stands for.
Wow.
So, as long as you don't forget it, I'll be fine standing by your side.
Thank you, Scootaloo. I'll take good care of it.
Well,
Look at it, darling. You
ready to
got a very
Yeah.
important thing
Let's
from
go.
your sweet, sweet Scootaloo. A lot of shipping happening, but yeah, this is a sweet shipping.
I'm impressed, Scootaloo. That ribbon meant so much to you, and you were willing to give it up to inspire courage in someone else.
I knew he didn't really need it, but it made me feel better by believing my gift would make sure he stayed his confident, courageous self while we were traveling through the forest.
So, what happened after you entered?
Well,
Alright, that's enough. This visit is over.
Again.
Hey, what gives? We still have questions to ask.
The prosecutor in charge of this case needs to question the defendant as well. You've had plenty of time to talk to her.
That's not how it works. Why
And
didn't they
who's the
question
prosecutor
her?
assigned to this case, if you don't mind me asking?
That is none of your concern right now. You'll find out for yourself at the trial tomorrow.
Please, can't we just ask her a few more questions?
Sonata?
I'm sorry,
We
Princess,
don't know yet.
but no. Now that a second
Probably
arrest has
Sonata.
been made, the prosecution has demanded that they speak to both suspects immediately, starting with her.
A second arrest?
Someone else is suspected of having murdered the victim?
No, that's
correct.
second murderer.
Who
Oh.
is it?
See for yourself.
Who? Oh.
turning!
Why would he kill his own father?
Wait,
It's night.
you can't seriously be suggesting...
Indeed we are. The second suspect believed to be responsible for the victim's death is none other than his own son, Turning Page.
What?
Insane! Are you seriously telling us that Turning is suspected of killing his own father?
Turning would have never done something like that! He loved his father!
What exactly was the basis for the arrest?
An anonymous tip was mailed to the police station just a
Oh.
little while ago.
What did it say?
The tip informed us that there was another pony in the forest with Scootaloo on the night of the crime. Turning
What about the
Page.
other two ponies who were
Speaking
in
with
there?
our witness and asking Turning ourselves, we confirmed the tip's validity.
Who made that tip?
You do know what anonymous means, right? We don't know who made the tip.
Those
I think I will do
bullies.
it solo.
I know it was them!
Yep.
Now then, come on, kid. I'll let you say your goodbyes, but hurry up. You don't want to make the prosecutor wait.
Mr. Right!
Yes?
Whoa. I don't think I've ever heard a child sound so angry before.
Turning Page is innocent! You believe that, right?
Yes.
So you'll defend us both then, right?
Hold on, Scootaloo. Didn't you say that you were going to give Athena a chance?
Yeah, but the situation's changed now. I want to have someone who I know I can trust to defend Turning Page.
Oh.
And you don't trust me?
I didn't mean it like that, okay? I just meant that I know Mr. Wright's got what it takes. I can't afford to take any risks. Not when Turning's life is on the line.
Scootaloo.
Besides, Mr. Wright's already defended twice before in Equestria, right? He probably knows best how to handle all this.
Nah, he is not good with
Actually,
kids.
Scootaloo, you're wrong. The situation has changed, but there's one aspect in which I think only I can understand when it comes to this case. The way things are now, with turning under suspicion of his father's murder, I can confidently say I know how best to deal with this. Not only from a legal standpoint, but also a psychological one.
Yeah, it's not like Athena was suspected with
What do you mean?
murder of his own
Not
father.
long ago,
Of her own father.
I was in the same place as Turning.
And mother,
I was
sorry.
suspected of having killed my own mother.
What?
It got to the point where even she herself was convinced that she did it. And while I was the one who defended her, I can't deny that I felt a little overwhelmed by it all. Throughout my years of lawyering, never had I dealt with a situation so psychologically precarious as that. I know better than anyone not to underestimate Athena's knowledge of psychology, and the ability to connect with others. After all, it's one thing to save others from being put in prison. It's something else entirely to be able to save them emotionally.
Yes, that is certainly true.
What you kids need is not just someone who can defend you, but someone who can empathize with your situation. I want you both to put your complete trust in me.
Wait, Athena? You aren't suggesting...
I am. I'd like to handle this case by myself.
Yup, that's the solo part.
Are you sure you're up to leading a case solo, Athena?
I am, Mr. Wright. Is that okay?
You don't want anyone right by your side?
Two of us here get to decide that. What do you say, Scootaloo? Turning?
Trust in me?
Got it.
I promise I'll get you both off the hook, and I'll find the true culprit behind this heinous crime.
All right. I'll trust you, Miss Sykes.
Turning?
What about you, Turning?
If that's what Miss Scootaloo wants, then I'll trust you as well. Whatever it takes to make sure she gets out of this.
They are both for the other. Ah, that's so sweet.
Refusing 2 offers in one day isn't exactly a great idea anyway.
Wait, someone already came down here and offered to defend you?
Who?
Yeah, it was right after I got
Sonata?
arrested. They came in and asked me if I wanted them to defend me. But I was waiting for Mr. Wright to come by, so I turned them away.
Who was it?
I didn't catch her name, but she was a dark-coated
Yep,
unicorn with glasses
it was Sonata.
and an eyeball for a cutie mark.
What is it? Why do you two suddenly tense up?
It's nothing, Athena.
Wait,
Really going back
is
to
it
the
gonna
Halloween
be
and Nothing
like...
game?
Wait, stop. There's a lot still. I thought we were gonna end soon, but no. It sounds like that Sonata wanted to defend, but Scootaloo turned her away. That makes sense. Then she turned to the prosecutor's side, because if I can defend from the defendant's side, I will make sure that we will find the truth with the as a prosecutor. Sounds similar, right? She wanted to be the victim, the defendant, the defense, the prosecutor, and the judge at the same time.
Okay, that's more than enough. I think it's time for everyone to leave.
We better get back to my castle now. We'll have to rest up for the trial.
Okay. See you tomorrow, you two.
Wait, hold on!
What is it?
I've been wondering this for a while, but where's Sweetie Belle?
She didn't come, and that's strange.
She said she wasn't feeling well, so she couldn't come down here to support you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope she gets better.
Wait. Don't tell
We may
me
have
she's
dodged
the
bullet
one
for
that
now,
sent the
but we're
letter,
going
the
to have to
anonymous
confront the
letter,
real source of this issue soon.
and the information.
I can feel it. Until I have a grasp on exactly what's going on, though,
She will be
we better
awesome
not
at
pursue it any
Wells.
further.
Yup.
It wouldn't be good to hurt Scootaloo when she's already suffering so much.
But she still can be a victim.
Alright? You just have to hang in there till tomorrow. Miss Sachs will save both you and Turnin. I promise.
We are sure about that. That one of them is gonna be saved.
Okay. Bye,
I'm
Uncle Bloom.
I'm not sure about turning though.
I'll see you tomorrow.
We still need to break Sweetie Pie's Cyclops, don't we? And now we know that Athena is gonna be solo. We are gonna do it today.
Back.
How's Scootaloo? Is she holding up okay in there?
Scootaloo is doing all right despite the circumstances. She's a courageous filly, and she's staying strong while going through this.
Well, that's good to hear, at least. Hopefully they're treating her well at the detention center.
Most of them are.
It seems that way. Although, our meeting was cut off when the guard had to take her away to be questioned by the prosecutor.
Pretty rudely, too.
Right. The prosecutor. We still have no idea who it's going to be. Twilight?
Yes, Athena?
Do you think you'll be able to gather any info on who I'll be facing tomorrow?
You can count on me.
Yep.
Thank you, Twilight.
All right, Sugar Cube, I think it's time we went home. You've been out all day and you need to rest.
You promised to go
okay,
home.
sis. But before we head back, can we pass by Carousel Boutique? I want to tell Sweetie Belle what's been happening.
Right. I almost forgot about all that. It doesn't take a genius to figure out there's something going on with her. I mean, Mr. Wright's Magatama confirmed that she's hiding something.
I mean, you didn't need the Magatama for
Why
that.
is she so hesitant to help Scootaloo? Does she really suspect her?
I'll go with you two. It's about time I head back home anyway. Especially with Sweetie Belle in her current state. Oh, the poor thing said she couldn't even get out of bed this morning.
Huh? Hold on a second. Where are Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Spike?
Where is every pony?
Spike headed out just after you guys left for the detention center.
Okay.
I asked him to go check in on Sweetie Belle for me. I suppose he must still be with her.
You just missed Pinkie and Fluttershy too. They mentioned something about continuing preparations, and then after saying goodbye...
Preparations for the party.
Preparations? For what?
Not another party, I
Yes, there is gonna be another
Anyway,
party.
guys, I'd best be heading home now.
No worries, Rarity. You go check up on Sweetie Belle and get some rest yourself. See you at the trial tomorrow. You too, Applejack and Applebloom.
Good night, darling.
Ready, we found out.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Is something wrong, boss?
Yes.
It's nothing, really. I was just thinking about what Scootaloo was telling us before we left the detention center.
Oh? You mean about that other defense attorney who came to see her?
Yes.
Someone is telling me something this time.
Wait, someone else already came by the detention center to see Scootaloo?
Yeah, but she turned her down because she was waiting for Phoenix. Not exactly the wisest decision, in my opinion, but I understand where she's coming from.
What do you mean, Twilight? Wouldn't it make sense to have a lawyer you're familiar with, rather than a stranger?
Yes, but what I'm saying is that the fact that any pony offered to defend her at all is in itself a miracle.
Is it
How
though?
so?
Because defense attorneys in Equestria are loath to defend some pony accused of murder. I learned that the hard way the last time Phoenix was here.
However, I'm pretty sure this defense attorney is not like most others.
Do you know her?
Not
Kind
as a
of.
defense attorney, but yes, we've met before.
Who are they?
Sonata.
Sonata. Where have I heard that name before?
Wait, didn't you mention her before? When we first got here, something about how she was arrested last time Mr. Wright was here?
That's right. She was released from prison about a year ago, but I had no idea what she was doing up until now.
So she became a defense attorney? Maybe she was inspired by you, Daddy.
It did sound like it.
That could be something.
Regardless, I don't know why she would be trying to take on a murder case like this, but Scootaloo was taking a big risk in turning her down.
It's a good thing she did.
Yeah, they have a history together.
Rainbow? What do you mean?
Nothing. I think I'm gonna head home now, Twilight. See you all at the trial tomorrow.
Wait, Rainbow?
Whoa.
She just dashed off.
What was with that response? Looks like I'm not the only one who's noticed how antagonistic that sounded.
You don't need good
I
hearing
guess the only way I'm going
for
to
that.
find out the reason for it is by asking them about the case. But that'll have to wait until another time. I have my own case to focus on. Defending Scootaloo and Turning Page. 2 kids' fates rest in my hands. I can do this! I know I can. But what'll happen if I fail?
You are not gonna fail, Athena.
Hey, Twilight?
What is it, Athena?
What's the severity of punishments for ponies that commit crimes?
Well,
Banishment
for
to the
most
moon?
part, disagreements usually resolve themselves relatively quickly. Most crimes that are taken to court typically carry light sentences, which usually amount to community service of some kind. More serious offenses could see you locked up in prison for a set period of time, though.
How about murders? What would be the punishment for those found guilty?
Well, as you know, murder is mostly unheard of until recently. The most serious punishments tend to result in banishment outside of Equestria. These range from expelling them from equestrian borders, locking them up in Tartarus, or even sending them to the sun or moon.
Wait, what? The sun?
Yep, the sun.
Equestria is a pretty peaceful place, and most ponies know not to do the wrong thing. I guess banishment is the best deterrent to ponies doing something really bad, like murder.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Athena, what's wrong?
Yeah, you're looking really pale at the moment.
Athena decided to take this case solo, so I won't be up on the stand with her tomorrow.
Oh. Okay, but I'm sure you'll do just fine defending Scootaloo tomorrow, Athena.
And not only
Just Scootaloo.
Scootaloo. Yep.
Legit.
Athena?
We just found out before we left the detention center that they've identified a second suspect in the case.
A second suspect?
The victim's son, Turning Page.
What? 2 defendants in one case?
And children at that.
Yeah, I get it. Oh, what was I thinking? 2 defendants? I mean, yeah, I meant what I said before. But if I fail, that's 2 little kids being banished from Equestria.
It's not 2,
Why'd you
only
take
1.
on 2 clients?
I'm sure there's a good reason for
There's
it.
no way
You
that
wouldn't
both of
normally
them
be so
are
reckless.
the killers.
It's because I know what it's like to be a kid caught up in a murder trial and being accused of murdering their own parent. I know exactly the kind of toll both these things can take on you, and I want to be there for them. Not just as a lawyer, but as someone that can empathize with them. I meant every word I said back at the detention center.
But you're also worried about what will happen if you fail, right?
Yes.
You
Denise
shouldn't
can
worry
tell.
about failing, Athena. You need to focus on how you'll save them. Put all your energy into fighting for both Scootaloo and Turning Page as hard as you can. If you do that, I just know you'll come out on top.
And hey, you said it yourself. You're the best fit out of all of us. Trucy's right, Athena. Keep your mind on what's important, proving your client's innocence.
There you go.
Thanks, guys. Boss,
Yeah?
is this alright? Do you trust me? I mean, not even you've
Because
taken
it's
on
the
a
previous
case
case.
with 2 defendants at the same time
Hmm.
before, right?
I trust you to make the right call when it comes to our clients. I can see how much this case means to you, and if you genuinely believe that you should be the one to handle it, then you have my full support.
Thank you,
Wow,
Mr. Wright.
that's a kind
I'll let you
Phoenix
down.
sprite right
promise.
there.
We should probably get some rest soon. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow, after all.
Agreed.
February 13, 11:34 p.m. Twilight's Castle. In the balcony.
Oh, tomorrow's the big day. Just gotta give it my all.
Don't want to let Scootaloo and Turning Page down.
Oh, quiet you. You've caused me a lot of trouble today, you know that?
You didn't.
Talking to yourself?
Oh, Twilight. That was just Widget. He has a habit of saying what's on my mind. Definitely got me into a few uncomfortable situations with some less than pleasant individuals.
Yeah, I can see how that might be a bit of an issue. I heard you talking from down the hall, and I came up here to see what you were doing up so late. Especially with the trial tomorrow.
I've just been thinking a lot. Not only about the trial, but also about me in general.
I guess with the trial, it has something to do with defending Scootaloo and Turning Page?
Yes.
You got it. I could tell that neither she nor Turning Page are really confident that I can save them.
Yeah, they don't know about your abilities.
Okay, Turning. Like your mom said, we'll find a way to prove Scootaloo's innocence and bring the real killer to justice.
You will?
Yes.
I will. I promise.
Okay, you better, because if you don't, I'll find a way to do it myself, no matter what.
Oh no. I can see the problem right now. Already.
Hold on, Scootaloo. Didn't you say that you were going to give Athena a chance?
Yeah, but the situation
New ship,
changed.
Athena.
I want someone who I know I can trust to defend Turning Page. I didn't mean it like that, okay? I just meant that I know Mr. Wright's got what it takes. I can't afford to take any risks. Not when Turning's life is on the line.
Don't you forget that Athena can hear the doubt in their voice.
This trial shouldn't be that much different from the last one.
It's totally different. There are two defendants.
Okay, that's enough from you.
I get where you're coming from. There's the expectation from Scootaloo, and to an extent Turning Page, that you can pull out a win, even when everything is stacked against you. I don't doubt that you'll show everyone what you're made of. I'm certain that you're an incredible defense attorney, Athena.
But that's just it. I'm not. I kinda suck.
Why would you say that?
Because it's true. Scootaloo and Turning Page were right to be wary of me. I've only actually led one case from start to finish before, and I needed so much help.
Athena.
Want to know something? I didn't even want to be a lawyer when I was a kid.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah. The main reason why I studied law and psychology in the first place was because I wanted to save a dear friend.
And you
He
succeeded.
was accused and convicted of murdering my mother when I was younger, and I studied as hard as I could so I could free him. That big case that Mr. Wright
This
made me
case is
for
gonna
was where
be
he was finally
so
acquitted.
similar
Looking back, if things were different and none of that ever happened all those years
to
ago,
Athena's case.
I'd almost definitely not be standing here right now. I don't know if it was fate or whatever, but I feel like I only really pursued a career in law because I had to.
I get it.
Huh?
Following a calling because you had to, not because you wanted to. I get it. It's the same with me, being a princess. I miss the days before I became one, when I was able to learn about the magic of friendship while also being able to pursue my own interests. But ever
Quite
since
as
I
well
became
when
a
you watched it
princess,
live.
I've been given so much responsibility to bear. It's a far cry from when I was still Princess Celestia's student. I'll never be able to go back to those days at the Golden Oak Library. Simply spending
I
time
guess this is
studying or being with
this
my
is
friends.
before the singing
I've been
happens.
given
That
the duty of a princess, but
yeah,
really,
you're
I don't know
Princess
if it's
Twilight. You
something
have to
I
accept
really
it.
wanted.
Being forced into a profession because you felt obligated to do so?
Burdened by others' expectations to act accordingly and lead by example. Because you know there are those you can't afford to let down.
You are becoming one.
You know, the two of us are more alike than I believe either of us thought.
Well, I certainly never thought I'd be able to relate to a pony from another world, let alone a princess. Twilight,
Yes?
what do you say about being my co-counsel for tomorrow's trial?
Oh, didn't you say you wanted to go solo?
I did, but I might as well just admit that I'm in over my head at this point. I'm nowhere near Apollo's level, and especially not Mr. Wright's.
Yeah, this is happening
I
between
feel
4
like
and
if I don't
5,
take on cases,
and it was
that I'm never
season
gonna catch
5
up to
when
them. I know that sounds
when
incredibly self-centered, but
Twilight
lives on the
learned
line.
what it makes to be a
Like you said,
princess.
You and I are more alike than either of us thought. I think you might actually be the perfect partner for me. With you
This
by
is
my
one
side,
thing that
someone who's
we learned
experienced with the law
not
is
too
equal
long
to
ago,
mine.
that
I feel
accept
like I can
help
still
from
prove myself.
others.
Without worrying, I'll be putting those kids in danger just for my own selfish interests. So, Twilight, will you stand with me in court tomorrow?
It's a good thing.
Of course I will, Athena.
At
Well,
least she's not
I'd
gonna
better
pull
head to
an
bed.
Applejack here.
Well rested for the trial tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back soon as well. Just gonna stay out for a couple of minutes.
Don't stay out too long. Good night, Athena.
Good night, Twilight. Wait, Twilight? Why were you up so late anyway?
What?
Finding out information about the
I
prosecutor?
needed to sleep, that's all.
Twilight? Nah.
What?
She was researching.
This is shaking.
Anyway, I'm sure I can get some shut-eye now. Good night, Athena. I'll see you in the morning.
Alright, Twilight. See you tomorrow. Twilight, are you hiding something?
She might. Everyone is hiding something. And there is a to be continued with Sakura. Oh yes, Sakura has to do something with the case because she's missing. And as you said, there might be an ending. Credit scene. I'm gonna skip through here because this ending credit is claimed by Sony for some reason. Because of the melody. Oh, there is a jury! And obviously Sonata at the witness case? Witness stand?
So, she turned down your request to defend her?
Yes.
Oh.
Instead,
Who is
she
her?
and the new suspect have opted for one of those human attorneys.
And what of the princess?
It seems as if she will be aiding the defense once more. So what will you have me do now? I hate to say it, but it's starting to look like we won't be able to keep these secrets much longer.
Indeed. For now, return to Ponyville and continue the investigation on your end. The guards will not bar you from the scene so long as you have my permission.
Yes, ma'am.
Equity. I have not heard that name before, so I don't know. That's a new character, definitely. And Spike was writing to her. Wait, wait. Equity is the member of the High Council. She's the one that gave the badge to Athena. And it seems like, yes, Sonata is gonna be the prosecutor. It's a question counsel, yep. Also, I have found out something strange here. I don't know if I'm looking too much into this, but looking at this picture, the mother, the Smoky Mother, I forgot her name again, I just call her Smoky Mother, has green eyes. Both the son and the father has yellow eyes, and Equity has the same yellow eyes. Am I seeing into things too much? I might have. They should conspiracy reveal. But yeah, there is gonna be a lot of problems with this. First of all, there are 2 defendants, and second of all, this is gonna be really close to Athena's case, where someone else is gonna be.
Hold on, Scootaloo.
Where is it? It's somewhere here. Because if you don't defend her, I will find I will find a way to do it myself, no matter what. This sounds perfectly like, yes, Athena is going to fail at one point, and he's gonna say, okay, I did it, I am the killer. I'm pretty sure he's gonna confess during, at least at one point, during the trial. This makes me sure of that. And we know that means he is not the killer. Scootaloo can be the killer, and the whole thing just looks like an accident to begin with. We don't know what the blood here has to do with this. We still don't know. We don't know where Sakura is, even though she is gonna probably appear in the next one because that shadow in the ending was Sakura. That might be a problem, both not killers. Yeah. But they brought Turning Page in because some pony, gave an information and that there were 2 ponies. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that it was not Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon that gave the information anonymously. I have a feeling it might have been Sweetie Belle. Because she felt like they tricked her. She noticed the golden roll missing after Turning Page left. She probably followed them. We don't know if she stayed in the Carousel boutique because Rarity was still at the party. Then, now it makes sense why she was acting so suspiciously. I'm not saying that she went into the forest, but at least she followed them until the edge of the forest. And then she obviously noticed that, yeah, they went in together and they lied to her as well. Something is, they are hiding something. But yeah, the only reason he got pulled in was because he was in the forest. Then why not Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon? They might be just as well murderers. I mean, they at least had incentive to kill the father. Because Turning was stopping them, and they had a fight between each other. But yeah, as I said, I think this was an accident. The other murder, or accident, I don't know what happened there, might have been the problem that we will have to actually face. Not this one. This can be solved. Yeah, this Scootaloo went too fast and accidentally hit the father. Also, the father might be there because some Timberwolves showed up to defend them. And maybe it wasn't the scooter that hit the father. It just basically splashed on it. There could be a second victim. They are small. They could be. Yep. There are lots of things that we don't know here. And I don't know where the next episode is gonna come out. This was given out fast because they were recorded at the same time probably. But I don't know if they started doing the trial yet. Doing this takes a long time. Every little sentence record everything. They might have recorded everything already, but it takes like, I don't know, like 2 weeks to make an episode, at least, if you have everything ready. Just the editing itself. Not to mention everything else that you have to put in. But yeah, I'm actually curious about this part right here. This is new. In the first case there was just the judge. But we can see the jury here. Wait. This might not be the... This might be just a high order place. But it looks like a courtroom. What if it's a courtroom? It looks like there is gonna be a jury. It's gonna be like the great is attorney. I can't speak today. Where is my English today? Just as you asked. But yeah, it looks like there is gonna be a jury. It's gonna be even more hard to convince everyone about 2 defendants. There's gonna be a lot of different voice acting, if that's the case. And we know that Equinox is gonna be here. Oh, no, not Equinox, Equity. So, that's a different name. I was showing notification fired. They are working fast. Well, I was notified during the last episode that, yeah, the next episode is coming out at the weekend. So, I was surprised a little bit, but... yeah, they have a good team. A great team, to tell you the truth. And it's gonna be safe to ensure that this is gonna be an interesting case. There is a lot not taught. They still have a lot of things to unravel. And I'm quite happy about Sugar Stamp's character. This is a new character. I don't think I have seen her in the show. I think this is an OC. But definitely, it's a very nice character. Design wise, personality wise, everything wise. Voice wise as well. Just like in the last episode, I pointed out that I really liked Layton and definitely Turning. She's cute. I don't think we got any new OCs other than the guard, who is quite unnerving. And he's not really nice to Scootaloo, obviously. As I said, I think he was the friend of the victim. And obviously he would hate everyone who was framed for murdering. Who has a chance. Also, Scootaloo struggled a lot. She's a murderer! That actually... that line actually reminds me of Tales of Berseria. I'm not gonna tell you why if you haven't played it. But if you have, you know why. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode. I don't know when it's gonna come out. I have absolutely no idea, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like this next time when it premieres. I'm gonna wait a day or 2 and I'm gonna live react to this as well. I didn't say too much on this episode, did I? I was like, yeah. There was a lot of exposition here. Not just investigation. A lot of talking to Scootaloo. The whole scene 3 took up half of the episode, or even a bit more. But yeah, this 1.5 hours flew by really fast. And I'm gonna wait for the next episode to come out. I don't know when it's gonna come, but thank you for watching, I guess. I don't think I have anything else to say right now. I'm curious where this is gonna go. We still don't. I think we still haven't met the killer. We still haven't met the killer here. It was Phoenix Wright all along. I can't read, sir. I cannot read that. Come on, good luck. See you later. That's what it meant. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream right now. Thank you for being here. And see you in the next episode. Or maybe in one of my reactions. Who knows? See you. Bye bye. And thank you for being here.